Guys, this is a half hour bullshit. My name is Daniel Richardson, and if you saw the little time code at the bottom there, no, this isn't a half hour bullshit. This is going to be a quarter hour of bullshit. Josh Chaney is not with me this week. He actually had something work related to do, so I'm going to carry on without him, but I decided instead of me just running my mouth for a half hour straight, I'll cut down to 15 minutes and just kind of get to the point. So, we're going to talk about the horror films that are coming out this month of September. And on the 9th, we have Barbarian. It's where this young girl goes to this Airbnb. Turns out it's double booked. But things get really weird really quickly in the trailer. Goes downstairs and there's some spooky shit going on, I guess. It's got Justin Long in it, even though I didn't see him in a trailer. I saw his name on IMDb, though. I don't know. This could be good. I don't really have much to say about it beyond that. It reminds me a lot of The Rental. The movie was directed by Dave Franco. I thought it was, it looked very generic. Like the trailer looked. I think we even spoke on that when it came out, how generic the trailer looked, and then the actual movie was really good. This one, I don't know. The trailer looks a little generic as well, but I don't know. I'm willing to give it a shot. Yeah, I ain't gonna say that's my pick of the month, but yeah, I'll give it a shot. So let's move right along now to the 14th. The movie is called The Retaliators, and basically this guy he's a pastor, preacher, father, what do you want to call him, and his daughter is brutally murdered, and he's given a chance to kind of retaliate, if you will, against those who killed his daughter. And of course, you're not allowed to kill the person, but he has like a minute or so alone with them, and he can do whatever he wants in that minute or so. However, this violence begets violence, and other bad guys show up. I don't know. I mean, it has it ranked. I mean, it's listed as horror on IMDb, but the trailer looks like straight up like action thriller. So I don't know where the horror element's going to come from. But I guess, hey, we'll wait and see. We'll see how it goes. But I don't know. I mean, it looks like probably a pretty cool movie, but nothing I'd really want to go out of my way to see. I don't know. If I hear some good stuff, I hear some good buzz, I'll check it out. But yeah, not really feeling it, if I'm being honest. So we're moving on now to the 16th of September, and the movie is Pearl. This is a prequel to the movie X, and you get to see the old woman Mia Goth character. You get to see her become the killer she will become in that movie. Spoiler alert, I guess, if you haven't seen X. I'll tell you right now, I love the trailer to this. I think the trailer is awesome. I love this like old style. It has like almost like you're watching like a Gone with the Wind type trailer. Some kind of 50s romantic epic. Like that's the vibe I get from the trailer. But then of course it's filled with murder, mayhem, and everything else. So I don't know. I'm not really that big on this. I'm just a big ball of negativity in this month. Anyway, don't worry. There's a couple good ones up here. We'll talk about with a more cheery attitude. No, Pearl. Like I said, it's a prequel to X. X. I don't know. I was expecting a different movie of X. I don't know what I was expecting. I guess I was expecting something maybe supernatural or whatever. And then it finds out just being like old geriatrics going on a killing spree. I don't know. I didn't care much for that. Ty West finally shows some titties in his movie, so that was that. And he went all for it in this one, so I was like, yeah. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know. X wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Maybe if I watch it again, knowing what to expect this time, I may turn around. But one thing I did love about it, though, I thought Mia Goth did incredible. I didn't realize she was even doing dual roles until the end. Like at the end, I was like, that looks like Mia Goth under that makeup, like prosthetic makeup or whatever. And then when I found out like she played both roles, I was like, holy shit. I think Mia Goth's great. Ty West as a director, I don't know. I think he's hit or miss. I don't know. Some movies I really like, dig of his. Some I don't. I really loved him when he did The Sacrament. I think that's probably his best film. That's one of the most disturbing films I've ever seen. I love it. House of the Devil wasn't bad, but I don't know. He did like a short for one of the ABCs of horror. I thought it was horrible. I feel like he did something else I watched I wasn't that big on. And then, yeah, this was just kind of, X was there, and this feels like it's gonna be more of that. So I don't know. Who knows? Like I said, I could be wrong, but Pearl, yeah, that's coming out on the 16th. On the 27th, a movie called Nix, where this family, like their house, I don't know, like they each have some kind of trauma or issues, and these issues are manifesting themselves into this evil entity. Uh, yeah, I don't know what else to say beyond that. Like the trailer's just kind of a bunch of random spooky stuff going on. It looks good. It looks interesting. It's got D. Wallace in it, so that's a plus. Uh, this is one of those that I don't. I feel like it's gonna be like very creepy and atmospheric up until it's revealed whatever it is. They show something in the trailer, like a guy, like an ash man, like a man made of ash is what it looked like to me. Like really bad makeup. I don't know. It looked like a cheap prosthetic monster creature thing. And I'm just like, oh, I just have a feeling like it's going to build up. You're like, oh, this is so cool. And then you finally reveal like this inner demon thing. It's just going to be like, nah. The vibe I was getting from it, I'm blanking on the name of the movie. It was the movie that had the three generation of women living in the same house. And it's basically just a metaphor for Alzheimer's. Oh, I'm blanking on the movie. I really love that movie. I can't think of what it's called right now. Relic. That's what it was. Relic. This gives me some Relic vibes, and I always kind of feel like they're going for that. Like they're really going to like lean into a. This is all a metaphor for family trauma or family mental illness or something like that. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be like some kind of metaphor for that. Not saying it's a bad thing. May work out pretty good, but yeah, Relic. Or sorry, Nix. Nix. Name that movie. And then the last two movies come out on the 30th. The first one is called Smile. Basically, this female doctor, she goes into the hospital and she's noticing that everybody has this weird-ass, creepy fucking smile. And it's spreading, like people catching it, and they turn, I guess, either murderous or suicidal. I'm not quite sure. It's not really clear in the trailer. But as she's trying to uncover like what's going on here, you realize there's something from her past that's kind of coming back. This is the movie. All the movies that we're talking about tonight, I would say that's the one I want to see the most. I feel like I don't know. I like that look. I just watched The Sadness on Shudder, and that was so fucked up. Like I loved it. And even though this ain't gonna be that dark, obviously, I like this thing that spreads. Like I don't know. I just think it's really cool. It kind of reminded me of Bird Box in a way. I had my issues with Bird Box. It was all right, but I did like how this unknown thing was spreading, and or like The Happening. I guess how. That's another one where it just kind of, we know how it spread, in the movie, but, starting off you don't, and it just, instantly people start, changing. And that's what it looks like here. Like, everybody just gets this creepy fucking smile on their face, and then things go ballistic. So, I don't know. This looks pretty good. This is definitely up my alley right here. Smile's definitely going to be on my, watch list for sure. The last one, I didn't actually see a trailer for. They have it listed. But there was no trailer. There wasn't even a poster for it. It's called Devil's Workshop, and apparently this actor, he's preparing for a role, so he ends up teaming up with this like demonologist. I guess studying exorcism or some kind of blessing or whatever, and then shit goes sideways. Yeah, I mean I'm down for it. Sounds like an all right movie, but again, there's no trailer for it, so it probably in all likelihood either get pushed back or they'll release a trailer later. But no, just based on the synopsis, I'd check it out. I'd be down for it. I'm gonna take a quick drink real quick. Give me a second here. It helps me have a partner, so when he's talking, I can drink all I want. So those are the movies coming out. If you guys are excited to see any of these or any thoughts or whatever, leave us a comment down below. Of course, follow us on social media. Wherever you're listening to this at, share it, get the word out there, help spread this, So I guess since we got a little bit more time left to fill up this 15 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and talk about a couple of movies I've watched recently. So about 2-3 weeks ago, I watched Prey, the new Predator movie. Here's the thing. I really wish Josh was here because he would just tear into it because he hated this fucking movie. I don't hate it. I just didn't really like it. And I don't know. I mean, when I watched it initially, And I think that's what. Well, I think it's people. People got in my head, and now I'm hating it more and more because people loved it. Everybody loved it. Like, as soon as I got done watching this, I went to go see what like the buzz was online, and like people were like sucking this thing off hardcore, and I was like, really? Like it's not that great. It's okay. Like to me, it just felt like let's just put the Predator in a different fucking time period. And that's it. That's all this movie is. There's nothing else to it. There's nothing special about it. There's nothing unique. It really is just, hey, it's the Predator during Cowboys and Indian time. Woohoo! That's it. That's really it. I guess not Cowboys and Indians. I guess it's more like Indians and pioneers. That seems about more up the alley. Either way, I don't know. I'm just like, it was okay. And I love the director. Trachtenberg, whatever his name is. I like him. He did a 10 Cloverfield Lane. I really loved that movie. I was excited, when I found it he was directing this, but then when I watched it, it was just like, if I'm being honest, if I had to like rank all the Predator movies, including the AVP crossovers, this is like second from the last. I mean, for me, I think the worst film of that franchise is AVP 2. Requiem or whatever. And the reason I didn't like that one was it was just dull at parts and then just dark. Like the whole movie was dark. I didn't know what I was watching. Like this is shot really good. I think the CGI, people. It's like the one complaint I read online. Everybody's like, "Oh, the fucking CGI." I was like, I thought it looked all right. Like I thought, for what it was, it looked good. It's just to me, it was a bland story. I just didn't care about it. And then it was like when I started thinking about it, like after I'm looking online, everybody's just, again. Bukkake in this thing, like just shooting jizz all over. I'm just like, it was okay. And I started like putting the pieces together. I'm just like, Arnie in the original, who's a fucking commando, right? Like this dude's like the badass of the most badass dude out there. Like he struggled and he couldn't even really kill one. Like technically the Predator killed himself in that first movie. And here, this young girl who can't hunt, it's established right off the bat she's a shitty hunter. No strength at all, no power. That's it. She's got some stealth, I guess, and she kills the Predator, no problem. Just boom, killed it. A ton of like warriors went after this thing. Everyone gets slaughtered, but she somehow fixed. And it's like fine, whatever. I won't turn this into a sexist thing, but then the movie itself just leans into the gender whatever of this thing. And that was annoying. That really was. And it's not a sexist thing. Listen, there are plenty of badass women in cinema. Ellen Ripley, Sarah Connor, The Bride. I mean, the list goes on and on. And these women, in their movies, they weren't portrayed as badass women. They were just portrayed as badasses. That's it. Gender had nothing to do with it. There's never a scene in Alien where they're just like, whoa, you're a woman. You can't, go down there with it. No, not once. Not once. I didn't see the new Terminator movie. I'm sure it sucked because it seemed like it was a Me Too fucking movie. But other than that, in the other other Terminator movies, there's not a scene where they're like, oh, sorry, Sarah Connor, because you're a girl, you can't go with us. No, they don't do that. But in this one, oh, they lean into that hardcore. Oh, you're a woman. You're supposed to stay home. Like, even her mom's just like, you should be home cooking and cleaning for the war. It's like, what? And they just lean so hard on that. It turned into a girl power movie and a Me Too fucking film. And I don't know. I just, after I thought about it, I was like, man, fuck this movie. Like, the more I think about it, the more I just hate this movie. I don't know. I wasn't big on it. But that's just my opinion. And you know what? My thoughts and opinions are not reflected on TPS Productions or Josh Chaney. I'm not putting words in his mouth. I just said he didn't like it. I didn't give a reason why he didn't like it. For me personally, I just felt like they were leaning into, she's a woman, Tuba, just way too fucking much. Just make her a badass. Quit fucking, I don't know. Because you have a vagina, you're not allowed to fight and hunt and everything else. And I'll prove you wrong, I'm G.I. Jane. And then just turned into a shitty fucking movie. That's just me. The other movie I watched, though, I really liked. And this is a movie I keep trying to downplay in my head, but the more I think about it, the more I fucking love it. And that's The Black Phone. From director Scott Derrickson. He did movies like Exorcism of Emily Rose and fucking Sinister, and I think the really good and very underrated film, Hellraiser Inferno. Go fuck yourself if you don't like that. Anyways, no, I really dug the Black Phone. It definitely had that sinister look to it and kind of vibe and feel, but it definitely had kind of like a It vibe as well, like the new It movie from like 2017 or whatever. Oh, hey, our time is up. Just know I really like Black Phone. That's it. So, guys, thank you for listening to this quarter hour of bullshit. I've been Dan Richardson, and we'll see you next time.